My ex-fiancé cheated on me with my cousin. Now he's battling cancer, and my family is pressuring me to forgive him despite the betrayal, because I may not be able to have another chance. I am 27 and I don't have any siblings. But I have a cousin. Kevin is 2 years younger than me, and we literally grew up together. I spent a lot of time with my dad's side of the family. Mom is deceased. Dad never remarried. He has health issues, and I was there with Kevin most of the time. We did everything together. I've always been very close to my grandparents as well, so I was very comfortable being there. When I was engaged to my ex-fiancé, I used to bring her over to my grandparents' house most of the time. Her, me, and Kevin would spend our time doing things together. I noticed Kevin would try to take part even in personal conversations and try to tag along whenever we went out for dinner. I set some boundaries, but he just kept stomping over them. He changed. He'd try to pick fights with me and claim I'm forgetting about him and prioritizing my ex over him. I didn't know how to deal with this, so I kept my distance. In about 2 months, I found from my aunt about Kevin constantly meeting up with my ex, and she told me she was worried something was going on between Kevin and my ex-fiancé, and she was right. Turned out my ex and Kevin got together, and I was being kept in the dark while I was planning our wedding and handing out invitations. I felt like an absolute idiot. I couldn't handle my anger, and I stopped everything and cut contact with Kevin and the family. Except Dad, because he needed me. It's been over a year now. I heard that Kevin was in and out of the hospital, but I didn't know why. Until my aunt reached out to me telling me that Kevin has liver cancer and wasn't handling it well. I drove my dad to visit him once and saw my ex, who's now his girlfriend, there, and I left right away. I kept my distance, and recently I started getting calls from family members asking, "Did you hear about Kevin?" and telling me the same story. My grandmother called me wanting to arrange for a family dinner on Christmas, and because Kevin got out of the hospital and wanted me to come, hoping I solved my issues with him, seeing that I may not be able to do it later. But I refused. She told me I needed to have some empathy and let go of the past because what happened to him was enough for me to let it go. They started pressuring me from all sides. I told my grandparent that I won't sit with my ex-fiancé and the person who wronged me at the same table and pretend to be happy family. They replied that I was resentful, that he's my cousin no matter what happens. It's the same people who allowed my ex into their house after what she did and sided with Kevin and said they only allowed my ex into the house for Kevin's sake and now demand I get right with him because he clearly deserved more sympathy than I do. I'm deeply hurt, and I can't imagine sitting at the same table with the people who hurt me the most. What should I do at this point? I think everyone is being unfair and refusing or just ignoring what Kevin did to me. Best comments. I'm sorry, but if you shoot yourself in the foot, it doesn't matter if you get cancer, you still have a shot foot. Your cousin chose to screw your fiancé, and the repercussion of that is he doesn't have a relationship with you, cancer or not. When OP's family tells him he's resentful, just say, "Heck yeah, I'm resentful," because why shouldn't he be after all that's happened? The cousin hasn't even shown remorse for what he has done or apologized in any way. F that. Your family have picked the wrong side. I'm not for this whole "they are dying, please forgive them" stuff. Forgiveness comes from remorse, reconciliation, and working together to get to that point. It doesn't come from, "Oh, I'm dying, you have to forgive me now." So no, there can be no forgiveness for him destroying your life. He'll be gone soon, and then your problem will be over.